Hey, what is going on, guys? T.Sports15 here, and today we are back for episode number 11 of the Minnesota Twins franchise here in MLB 14, the show. So in this episode, we are taking on the Cleveland Indians here in late April of the 2015 MLB season. So that means we are in year 2. You can check out the records for both teams here. We are both over 500 by a couple games. We are both tied for second in the AL Central, a half game back from the Kansas City Royals. So it should be an interesting division title chase, I guess, for this season. But in this game, it's a battle of two young right-handers, Alex Meyer and Danny Salazar, both not having great starts to their season, but they can definitely turn it around because they have proven it in real life. But here we go. You can check out the Twins lineup here. The only difference is Eduardo Nunez moves to shortstop and Ricky Weeks starts at second base because Elvis Anderson needed a day off. So here you go. This is Byron Buxton. Drive went to the gap, and Michael Bourne could not get to that after diving full out extension. The relay comes into third, and Buxton is in there with a triple. So now we have a guy on deck coming up here in Eduardo Nunez who can handle a bat, and it's all he needs to do is put the ball in play, and that's what he does on the first pitch of his at-bat. He drives the run in with the infield playing back. That's all we needed, and that will put us on top 1-0 here to start off the first inning. So that would be all in the top half. Here we go to the bottom half. You can check out the Indians lineup. Not really any changes to the real life except for Joey Waddell and Tyler Moore. And you can see here we are getting into the action. Miguel Sano is going to make a nice play there at third base, and that will be the third out of the bottom half of the first. So that will do it. Alex Meyer gets out of the first inning without giving up any damage. And right here, later on in the game, Eduardo Nunez hit this one up the middle. A nice diving stop by Mike Aviles at shortstop, but he cannot throw out the speedy Eduardo Nunez. But right there, Eric Hosmer is going to strike out to end the top of the fourth. And the Cleveland Indians are still hitless through 2 innings. So here in the bottom of the third, they have a chance here to get their first hit. And Carlos Santana will do that right there with a base hit to the opposite field. Next up will be Michael Bourne, who's going to fly this one deep right field. But the right fielder has a beat on it. Geraldo Parra is going to bring that one in, and that will end the threat there. So they get their first hit in that inning, but we head to the top of the fourth, where we have our 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. The big boppers in the lineup for the Minnesota Twins. But here in the bottom half of the fifth, still a 1-0 game, and we're going to strike out Tyler Moore there with Alex Meyer. So Alex Meyer's been dealing so far in this game. He didn't give up a hit until the third inning, and he's striking out Asdrubal Cabrera there. And here, this will be Yan Gomes, and that'll be a base hit up the middle. That was a chance to strike out the side, but Yan Gomes puts that one right back up the middle. A little dribbler. But next up would be Carlos Santana, and he's going to go down by way of the K, and that will be a strikeout of the side, except for that base hit up the middle for Yan Gomes. That little dribbler will be their second hit of the day. So that'll be through the first 5. Eduardo Nunez is going to come up here in the 6th. He's going to line this one to right field, and David Murphy comes in to make a diving catch in shallow right field. A phenomenal play there to take away possibly extra bases if he missed that one and it went back to the fence. But right here, this will be a pop-up right to the pitcher. Alex Meyer drops it. So that will be a free base there on the air for the pitcher. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him with a 1-2 count here. Michael Bourne up. He's going to get a base hit. So that will put runners on first and second and none out. And that it's looking like that error misplay by Alex Meyer could come back to bite him. But right here, David Murphy is going to ground this one to first base. Hosmer back to second, back to first in time for the double play. So we got runner on third base now and 2 outs and a chance to get out of this inning if we can pitch well to Michael Brantley. And he throws a knuckle curve to get him looking, and he gets out of the jam. He doesn't have that error come back to bite him. But here we're getting back on the sticks. Josh Willingham definitely not having a good season, and he's going to strike out. Look in there, he started off the season with a 140 average, something like that. But here in the bottom of the 7th, you can see Alex Meyer still going hard in this game. He's going to give up a little bloop single there, drops right in front of Yoenis Cespedes. So with the runner on first base, Alex Meyer needs to pitch out of this jam. He's only thrown just under 90 pitches, but he gets a tailor-made double play there, and Eduardo Nunez boots it. But Byron Buxton comes up throwing and throws him out at third base. A nice toss there by Byron Buxton to gun out Swisher at third. He was trying to go first to third on that error, but here with 2 outs, Yan Gomes up. He's going to go down looking at the change, and that'll do it for that inning. So Juan Oviedo comes in relief for Danny Salazar, who also went 7 innings. So he's going to come in. He's a decent start to the season. This will be his 9th appearance, 3.27 ERA. So here in the top of the 8th, we definitely need some insurance here. But the 0-2 pitch to Ricky Weeks will be a slider down and away, and he chases it, and that will be it. That will be a strikeout for Ricky Weeks. But you can see here, Juan Oviedo, he had a dull pain in his back, in the back of his neck, and he will have to be pulled after only going out to 2 batters. So Vinny Pistano, I believe he's their setup man. He's one of their premier relievers for the recent while for the Cleveland Indians. So Vinny Pistano is coming in. He has a 1.23 ERA. He is 1-0 on the season. He has to come in here to replace the pitcher. So this is going to be Byron Buxton. He's going to chase that slider, and that will do it for the top of the 8th. So we really need to shut this down. We only have the 1-run lead, and we haven't been able to put much offense up on the board this game. So Addison Reed's going to come in. He's the setup man. He's going to come in for the 8th inning, and with 2 outs, Michael Bourne is going to drop down a bunt, but Addison Reed comes off the mound, and he's going to throw him out at first. So he gets a 3-up-3 down inning in the bottom of the 8th, and here in the top of the 9th, Eduardo Nunez is going to hit this one into the hole. Michael Vilas knocks it down once again, and he has his 2nd infield single of the game. So next up will be Eric Hosmer with the runner on first base. Nunez is going to take off, and Hosmer hits this one to the right side. Perfect hit and run, and Nunez goes first to third. No chance to throw him out for David Murphy, and we have runners on the corners and none out. So a very prime opportunity to score some runs here. Yoenis Cespedes will go down with striking out swinging. He definitely needs to turn his season around. He's not starting off too hot. But right here, Jonathan Lucroy, one of the best contact hitters on the team, he's going to drive this one into right field. That one is going to get down in front of David Murphy. We're going to try and go first to third. We get thrown out, but not before the run does come across. So we have a 2-run lead, and that'll do it for the top half of... Well, no, sorry. That won't do it for the top half. Josh Tomlin will come in. He is coming in relief for Vinny Pistano, and he has a 5.4 ERA through 1 game only, so only his 2nd appearance. He is the long man out of their bullpen. But next up would be Miguel Sano. He's going to ground this one to second base, to shortstop, and that'll end it as he goes on to second base to get the force. So Glenn Perkins now has a 2-run cushion. He is trying to come in here and save it, to lock it down. He's 10 for 10 for saves this season through 9 2/3 innings pitched. But David Murphy here, the first batter, he's going to fly this one to shallow left field. Cespedes is going to make the grab, and that will be the first out of the 9th inning. So Glenn Perkins, he's been phenomenal on this season. He's leading the league in saves, 2 ahead of David Robertson, and if he can pick up another one here, he can expand that lead, and maybe he'll win the saves title this year, or maybe win the delivery man of the year. But right here, that'll be a routine ground out to Eduardo Nunez. That'll be the 2nd out of the 9th inning after we get Brantley to ground out there. And here, a chance for Glenn Perkins to lock it down against Swisher, who's going to fly this one to deep right field. But Geraldo Parra, one of the best defenders in the league, he's going to make the grab down the right field line, and that is going to do it for this game. So nice quick game in here, because it was very low scoring, very few hits, but a very well pitched game for both sides. Alex Meyer went 7 innings, didn't give up a run. I think he only gave up like 3 hits, and it shows how much offense Elvis Andrus can bring, because we put him out of the lineup one day and our offense barely shows up. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. The player of the game is Alex Meyer. No surprise on that. Only gave up 4 hits through 7 innings and no runs. So that's going to do it for this one. You can stick around for the box scores and everything, but hopefully you did enjoy. I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.